All right, all right. So we need to solve this problem. Let's see. So far, focus is fine. And what do we know? Well, we know that capacitors C1 and C2, neither in parallel nor in series. Capacitors C2 and C3 also neither in series nor in parallel, but capacitors C2, C1 and C3, these two capacitors in parallel. So I can replace these two with one capacitor. Now, this is not the problem I want to solve. Because this problem was solved, right? This is the problem I want to solve. Okay. This is the wrong picture. So delete slide. This is what I want. Oh, exactly. What? This is a wrong picture. All right. Now we're getting there. This is the right picture. And in this problem, what do we see? Well, C1, C2 are in series. And that's the only connection we see. For example, C1, C3, not in parallel, and of course not in series, and C2, C3, not in parallel, not in series. We know that. So this is what we need to do. We need to replace C1 and C2 with only one capacitor, C1, 2. And because they are in series, C1, 2 comes from this equation, or we can just, when we have just simple calculation to make, we can just do it at once. C1 plus C2, that's C1, 2, 1 over 1 plus 1 over 2. So that gives me 2 over 3 microfarads, 2/3. Okay. Makes sense. It should be someone between 1 and 2. Now, actually less, than either. Or anyway, what do we do now? Now we can redraw the circuit. We still have the same capacitor C3, but now we have replaced 1 and 2 with only one capacitor, 1, 2, still connected to the same battery. So still same voltage. And now, again, we know what to do. Technically, right now I don't have to make it even simpler. I could now C1, 2, 3, that one we can use to replace 1, 2, and 3 is just the sum because they are in parallel. So I can make this as simple as possible, even if I don't really need it. And I can calculate this charge right now. So it's going to be 1 to 3, 2 over 3 plus 3, which is 11/9 microfarads, right? So this charge Q should be equal to C1, 2, 3 times delta V, which is 11/9 times 10 to the negative 6, because it's micro, times 6. So we can cancel 3 and 3. 22 over 3, about 7 microcoulombs. Okay, whatever it is. But of course, we could just go back to the second simplified circuit and do this. Q12 should be equal to C12 times delta V, and that gives C12, 2/3 times 6 times 10 to the negative 6 for microfarads. So 4. Two over 2, just checking, 2 over 3. Yeah. C12, 2 over 3. And Q3 should be equal to C3 times same delta V, which is C3 3 times 10 to the negative 6 times 6, 18, 10 to the negative 6 coulombs. What I'm missing? Because Q12 and Q3 should be equal to Q. Brain freeze. What am I missing? I have an extra 3. 18 plus 4, 22. One over 1 plus 1 over 2, 3 over 2, and we flip it 2 over 3. C12 is correct. 2 over 3. 2 over 3. This capacitance number 3, we have to add them up, plus 3. That's 3 It's 9 over 3, 9 plus 2. Oh, of course. You see, brain freeze. That's supposed to be 3. Why did it write 9? I don't know. Our brain always plays tricks on us. But you see, because we know that we can check ourselves. So that's supposed to be 3, not 9. That's supposed to be 22 all over 1, which is 22. So 4 plus 18 is 22. Check, check, fixed, correct. All right, and what are we looking for? Individual charges. So Q3, this is Q3. We have found 18 times 10 to the negative 6. And Q12, which is here, should be equal to Q1 and Q2. They are the same. So Q2, Q1 equal to this number 4 times 10 to the negative 6 coulombs, 4 times 10 to the negative 6 coulombs. Well, what else can we calculate? Well, individual voltage, for example, here, delta V1, delta V2. Well, Q1 equals C1 times delta V1. So delta V1 will be equal to Q1 over C1. For Q1, Q2, Q12, we've got this number 4 times 10 to the negative 6. And the capacitance is equal to 1 microfarad. So we get 4 volts, which is a good number. Now we can calculate this. Of course, we could use the same equation. Delta V2 equals Q2 over C2, but Q2, Q1 are the same. And this is 2 microfarads, so 4 over 2, 2 volts, 2 volts. But it also should be equal to 6 minus 4, 2 volts. As we know, delta V1 plus delta V2 together should give 6 volts. So again, everything is a good match. And this is how we should solve this problem. Okay, good. Brain freeze has been resolved. Again, remember, our brain always plays tricks on us. We have to be very patient, very vigilant. Yeah, so we are done.